Happy Friday, guys. I'm Lotus.
I'm Kaka.
And this is News for You. In the headlines, EPS penalties under review,
Taxes on smartphones,
fuel crisis in Africa.
Nepal's new Prime Minister.
Let's get started. As Uganda pushes for a digital economy, experts say taxes on smartphones are making them very expensive. Entry-level phones attract a 10% import duty and 18% VAT, raising prices for buyers. Smartphones are now very important for daily life. However, very few Ugandans can actually afford them. Estimates show that only 1 in 3 mobile phone users own a smartphone. Experts say that lowering these taxes could make mobile phones more affordable, help more people get online, and grow services like e-commerce. They add that this could also boost the economy by expanding the digital market.
Well, I can tell you for free. I don't need an expert to tell me that dropping the taxes will mean everyone gets a phone. Like, that is as simple as it is. Everyone needs a phone. Where we're heading to, the president talks about it. I mean, even at our workplace and many other places it cuts across, digital is key. It's the future now. So the more affordable it becomes, everyone gets the benefit.
How do you say that you want people to be, you want this to be a digitally forward nation? But the lowest price for an iPhone, not an iPhone, but a phone in general, is like 500K? Really?
Yeah.
Do you really think that everyone can afford that?
Several countries are facing a fuel and power shortage because of the global supply disruptions linked to what's happening in the Middle East. Now, in South Sudan, power is being rationed in Juba with daily blackouts. Mauritius has also cut electricity use after delays in fuel shipments. Elsewhere, Zimbabwe is adjusting fuel use, while Ethiopia is prioritizing fuel for key sectors. Some stations in Kenya are also reporting shortages. Now experts are warning that this could raise fuel prices and increase the cost of living across the region. And well, quite frankly, if you have people that supply the world, one of the biggest people that supply the world with fuel, and then tensions arise, best believe the entire world is going to suffer, unless you're Russia, of course.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like Uganda is a bit safe, considering that yesterday in the story that we did, the Minister of Energy, Ruth Nankabira, told us that we have something in the reserves that is going to last us a while they try to figure out a solution on how to get more fuel for us without, passing through the Strait of Hormuz.
I think, well, I wish I'm the best in getting this fuel. Why? Because there are a lot of vehicles on the road. No. There are a lot of vehicles on the road, leave alone the people that are driving, the border riders, and their lives depend on it. Leave alone the fact that we have a couple of people who have escorts of like 20 vehicles following them, who's going to fuel that stuff. And their security is also priority, So a lot of important sectors that,
I mean, when you look at other countries, they are looking at what to prioritize. Do you think it is time for us to now prioritize? But also with the rain, there is no way that you're not going to use a car.
Okay, I don't know what he's saying, but all I can tell you is the rapper is called Balendra Shah. From where? Nepal, and he's going to become the
the new prime minister after a very big election win.
Mind you, why he won? Number one, he's young. The Gen Zs love him because of his speech about corruption. So, what's happening now is that a couple of people are questioning, is he going to be able to, because he's a newbie, that's how they're looking at him, and he's young, and he's a rapper, is he going to be able to deliver based off what he said he's going to change? Do you think he can?
I think he can, but then also, change is risky. If you want the change, you have to, take the leap and figure it out. If he doesn't make any change, then they'll have learned their lesson and they'll find someone else who can bring the change and vote them into power as well. So surely, I think it's a thing of, he seems to have the right things he told them the right things to quell their anger.
Yeah.
So hopefully he does actually do something when it comes to the anti-corruption and unemployment of the youth, because that was the other issue.
I think he'll be able to deliver, quite frankly. Why? Because the issues of Nepal have stemmed from what? Last year, up until they had their prime minister flee out of the country. And it has taken them a while to get to where they are now. They have a prime minister who understands what they have been through. And on top of that, he probably faced some of the issues, So I think he has the knowledge of what is the problem. Maybe you'd find a challenge in how do I address the problem? How do I get through this issue? And that's going to be something interesting. But I think with the right people around him, he'll be able to, you know, make a
Does his
change.
story remind you of anyone else?
I used to be a rapper in my past life. Here I am delivering this news to you. I hope you enjoy it.
The Ministry of Works and Transport has begun nationwide talks to review penalties under the express penalty system. This follows public complaints about how the system has been working. Officials say the reviews will focus on making the penalties fairer, improving compliance, and strengthening road safety. The consultations will gather views from different stakeholders to help improve the system as the Intelligent Transport Monitoring System continues to roll out. What do you guys think?
I think it's quite interesting. The fines we had before are crazy. 700K, 1 million. So I think this review is quite important, but also for the people out there, in as much as they're making these revisions, we also have to have an understanding of, like, you cannot speed when you're near a hospital or school and stuff like that. So in as much as they're going to review all of this stuff, but we should also have our guidelines as drivers that, yo.
I mean, we do have guidelines, or what we call road rules, that we all learned when we were doing driving school. Do we follow them? No. There are very many of us who drive on the roads like maniacs. But I think it comes down to, we are the ones who made
We are the reason as to why the revisions are being made.
Exactly. The complaints that have been made are by the public. So my question to you guys is, what do you think would be fair? What do you think would be the fair penalties, limitations that they put? That 30 kilometers on a road where there's schools and residential area, let us know what you guys think.
And it's the end of the show. A song to live with you, Booma by EPS, because yeah, it's the weekend, we're getting into it. And then have so much fun, but enough to see the weekend. Cheers.
Enough to see the weekend.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, guys.